Good evening, everybody. Randy Hilarski here, coming at you from Panama City, Panama. What a beautiful night. See the rainbow? Lightning storm? How cool is that? I love it when it rains. It's freaking amazing. Some people don't like rain. Not me. Sunset. We got a rainbow behind me. Can you see that? That's so cool. With a lightning storm. And then on this side, we got the beautiful sunset. Wow. Love this place. So lucky to find this apartment during the good times before pre-CV. Finding an apartment like this one been super difficult. But tonight I just want to do a crypto musing with a nice backdrop. All I have to say is laugh my ass off, Marc Cuban. This guy gets rug pulled, and what does he do? He goes and he cries for regulation. Sounds like controlled opposition for me, or to me. Sounds like a guy was a plant and they knew they were going to rug pull it. Who knows? I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I'm always thinking in those ways. Very rarely do I think that something like this is on the up and up. It just seems too well orchestrated. The guy goes and does a live stream with a bunch of people like the day before. It might have been the same day, I don't know. Gets rug pulled and then goes and cries for regulation. Are you fucking kidding me? Marc. You disappoint me, bro. You guys and worshiping your rich celebrities. This is what you get. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Sorry for anybody that lost money in Titan. Sorry. But I do want to make a comment about these people who hold bags of coins that somebody holds the keys. It is so dangerous. So dangerous. I admit I owned Matic Polygon. I did own it for a little while. I looked at the chart. I saw a huge opportunity when it was sitting at around 39 cents. And I say, you know what? My Randy, the the trader, I still have it in me, right? I haven't gotten rid of it entirely. I said, this one's a no-brainer. I got to get into Matic Polygon. So I did. I sold everything at $2.60. And then shortly thereafter, I was looking for a re-entry, and I saw a tweet from Chris Bleck, BLEC, where he said that the Matic team had keys for Matic. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, Matic is a layer 2 solution on Ethereum. And imagine if tons and tons of projects start using Matic, and then one day they yank it and they rug pull or do some kind of shenanigan and they crash it. I don't know. I don't know the situation besides the fact that somebody owns an admin key. And Chris has made it his mission to inform everybody that if your project has admin keys and there's just a couple people that hold those admin keys, you are asking for trouble. I agree with him. So I'm just admiring this night tonight. This is good for the soul. What an amazing sunset. And then behind me a lightning storm that just had a rainbow, which has now disappeared. But wow, this is spectacular. There's just some things I really, really love about Panama. I mean, Richard, he had a hard time when he was here. He said he got ripped off. And that happens a lot to a lot of gringos who move down here. The Juego Vivo, we call it here in Panama, the game of life, is strong. In business, if you're not careful, you're going to get ripped off. So, us, we don't deal with the locals at all. All of our business is on the internet, so I don't have an issue. You know? But let's talk about Hex for a second. Why it's so important to own Hex. Hex does not have admin keys. There's nobody that can go in and fuck up the Hex contract. Nobody. Richard can't. Whoever's behind the OA, Richard's team, the developers, everyone who worked on Hex. There's no way they can go in and change the contract. They can't mess it up for us. It's fabulous. That's why I love Hex so much. This project is really exactly what I was looking for when I got into crypto. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. And that's why, Chris, if you're watching this, Chris Black, if you're watching this, I know you looked into Hex. Why don't you put out a good tweet? You had that interview with Richard. Richard showed you how everything worked, or told you how everything worked, and it'd be cool if you became a Hexcan. I think that'd be pretty cool. So, what do we want to update about? PulseChain launch. It looks like the sacrifice phase is going to happen at any moment. For all I know, it could be, I could walk back downstairs and Richard tweets it out, the site goes live, and you can start sacrificing coins for Pulse. Remember that when the PulseChain launch, the sacrifice phase happens, you have 1 week, and during that first week, the more you put in, the better, because you'll get some percentage bonuses. So if you're big and you're going in with millions of dollars worth, then you definitely want to be in the first week. So I was thinking about P-Hex versus E-Hex. One of our friends over on the Axion community wrote me and asked me if I want to chit-chat. And I said, absolutely, let's have a call. And he was asking me about how P-Hex and E-Hex was going to work. And he asked me, Randy, what is going to be the share rate to when P-Hex launches? How many shares or how many hexes is it going to take to get a T-share on P-Hex? And I had to think about that. I'm like, I really don't know. So over the course of a couple live streams, I kept asking the question to see what other Hexicans were saying. And it seems pretty apparent that the P-Hex rate is going to be the same, right? So it's right now, I think it's like 17,200 or 17,300 hex per T-share. Well, that share rate is not going to change. All right. So don't worry. It's still going to be the same amount of hex. So the system state, when it swaps over to P-Hex, it's going to have the same share rate. So don't worry, those of you who already have a whole bunch of T-shares, your value that you received for being early on is going to still be there. All right. Now, the next question is, what about the price of Hex? What's the price of Hex going to be? Right? We don't know that. That's going to take time. That's called price discovery. And it could ramp up really quick in the first 24 to 48 hours, and P-Hex could be the same value as E-Hex. Now, if that happens, a lot of you are going to be very, very wealthy because you just doubled your money. But even if it doesn't, what if it's only 10% of the value? What if your P-Hex, for example, right now, we're almost 10 cents? What if at the launch, within a couple weeks, we're at 1 cent per P-Hex versus 10 cents per E-Hex? It's very possible, right? So to me, that's very, either way, it's very exciting. Let's go back in history a little bit. I'm wearing my Bitcoin shirt tonight. I was there in the midst of the Bitcoin Cash launch, and I received some Bitcoin Cash because I own Bitcoin. And I didn't own a lot, right? Because I was late to the party. I got into Bitcoin at 2014, so I was 4 years late, or 5 years late. And if I had, say, 500 Bitcoin, I would have gotten 500 Bitcoin Cash. Well, I had nowhere near that. So I got my Bitcoin Cash, and I was able to sell it and trade it and all that kind of thing. Well, now you have another opportunity with Hex. So you have your eHex, and you're holding it, and now you're going to get pHex. Freaking amazing. Finally. Cha-ching, motherfucker. As Nagabo says, cha-ching, motherfucker. So that's fabulous, you know. Oh, God, I just wanted to bring that up because this is essentially the same thing. We've got that opportunity. And I spoke to a really big Ethereum investor today who I had met when I was in Mazatlan, Mexico. And I was telling him about Pulse. He had no clue. He had no idea what was going on. This guy owns, you know, probably 1,000 Ethereum in one wallet. And at least that's what he told me when we were in Mexico. So if he's got that, then he's automatically going to get Pulse. But he asked me, he goes, well, it's an airdrop, so I'm automatically getting Pulse. I said, yeah, but it's only 1-to-1, so you're getting 1 Pulse per Ethereum, as I understand it. If I'm wrong, guys, correct me in the comments below. But that's how I understand it. And I told him, I said, look, it would behoove you to sacrifice a few. You know, maybe buy 10, 20, 30, 50, I don't know, whatever you can afford or can afford to lose, right? So I told him, look, why don't you join us? And he's not Ethereum maxi at all, even though he's huge into the Ethereum community, the Ethereum Foundation, things like that. So, yeah, people are paying attention, man. I've heard rumors that people are talking about 25 million into Pulse. You know, look, I'm doing, Anna and I are going to do 10K. We're open about it. We're going to put 10K into Pulse. Hex is my baby. I'm not going to sacrifice a bunch of my Hex. I love it. And the fact that we're getting double when it comes to pHex, that's cool with me, you know? So yes, I will, guys. Yes, I will take my 10,000 worth of other coins. I will change them to Hex, and then I will sacrifice them. Cool? Everyone keeps yelling at me, Randy, just buy some Hex and pump the price some. Okay. I'm submitting to the peer pressure. All right, I just want to say, you know, thank you to the Hex community. You guys are amazing. Night is falling, and that storm will be here soon. So, love y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Hey, if you guys aren't on Odyssey yet, ODYSEE, I'll put the link in my the text section. Please join Odyssey. Support a decentralized platform that pays you in crypto for just getting views, right? I've earned this year, between Anna and I think we've earned about between 20 and 25,000 library tokens. So that's not it's not chicken scratch, guys. That's a few $1,000s. So check it out. Come on over to Odyssey and join me, and hope you enjoy this really cool backdrop we have tonight. Holy shit, so cool. Storm's getting closer and closer. All right, cheers.